Alright, so we're back here in Mission Beach. I think you saw the finished photos of the super steep, scary roof that our customer made us do. So I want to show you how to connect this Inphase Envoy up to the internet. So first thing you do is once you have your solar system all finished up and wired, get the breakers on, and this guy goes through a few seconds of boot up where all the lights flash. And then what you want to do is hit this top button right here. And that tells you, that green light there says it's making a wireless network. So then you go to your phone, to your settings, go to Wi-Fi, and you're going to want to choose the Envoy. Okay, so once you're connected to your Envoy, you want to hit the Inphase Toolkit, connect to Envoy, and now it's searching for the Envoy that you've hooked up to your wireless. Okay, so at this point you want to hit in your number of microinverters, if you have any batteries, and then typically the grid profile is already set. You don't have to change that. So we have 12 inverters here, and then it asks you if you want to start a device scan. So you want to start the scan. So at this point you kind of want to make sure your phone has plenty of battery juice. Normally this only takes a few minutes, but it can take up to half an hour. Okay, so we got 12 out of 12 inverters set. Communicating in full bars of strength, so if you have really weak strength you'll get less, but these new units are almost connected directly to the inverter, so this step is real easy. The next step is setting it to the network. So here you want to choose Wi-Fi if you have a Wi-Fi network, which is what we're showing you today, and then you want to hit view networks. So that's, at this point we're going to connect to the network and enter the password. Alright, so once you've entered your Wi-Fi network and password, it takes a couple minutes and then you'll get successfully connected. So you just hit OK, and now this guy is connected to the internet. And if you look up at your Envoy, you'll see you got all 4 lights on solid green. This button here and this one is a manual scan if you can't scan your inverters. So this is saying it found all those inverters. The second one is also regarding the inverters. It's saying it found them all and they're all producing expected power. The fourth light is saying this guy's putting out its own wireless network. And I mean, that's the third. The fourth green light is saying it's connected now to Inphase server. So this guy's actually connected through the internet to Inphase directly. So at that point, typically what I do is I go back to micros, and you can see everyone here is giving you the data installed as of right now. So they're all showing up with green. If you click on any one of them, it'll show you the wattage it's putting out. This one right now is putting out 228 watts. Tells you it's okay, full signal, and the other settings as far as the grid settings. So if I hit done, it's going to ask me if I want to report, which I do. I click view report, and it's actually going to email me a report of all the inverters. Okay, so the report that pops up, it shows you all the microinverter serial numbers, and for me as an installer it's really important. It shows me the serial number of the Envoy, because I take that back to my office and plug that in, and that enables me to create the map in the site. So with this report, you just up in the corner hit mail, and it will email you a copy. Okay, so once this guy's connected to the internet, almost religiously, it will do this about 5 minutes after it's been connected to Inphase. So what that means right there is it's updating its firmware. So Inphase has now seen this unit, recognized it, and is updating the firmware, and they can also update the firmware through this to the inverters. So your system firmware is being updated, so when the lights are doing that, do not turn the unit off. You have to leave it on, and it can take up to 15-20 minutes to take care of itself. So that's a very important step, is once it's updating, do not turn off the circuit breakers.